Hello, my name is Kevin Carson, and I'm the proud superintendent of the Sussex County Vocational Technical School District. Welcome to the third podcast of the year for Hot Topics at Tech. Today I'm joined by 5 of our outstanding senior students who will be graduating, leaving the nest to move on. We have William Flack, who's joined us from Health Pro, Alston Shorts, Criminal Justice, Angeline Scott, Cosmetology, Caliano Velasquez, also in Cosmetology, and Kiera Weston Bagwell, also in Cosmetology. So I want to thank you all for being here. We're going to talk about where we are. Well, we can do that right now. We're outside at the new turf field inside the track. These students are the first to spend some time on the track and in the field and to take a look around, which is an exciting adventure by itself. You may notice some staging behind us. They're going to be getting ready for their graduation. Practice will be coming up, and so we're here to talk about the time that you were here at Tech and the preparations and what we're getting ready to do into the future also. So first question for you would be, over the time that you've been here at Tech, what were some of the things that you liked the best about attending school here, and what sticks out in your mind along the way? Anybody can begin.
Well, I think that personally my favorite part of Tech is definitely the teachers, for sure. I can't even count like how many teachers I've had that really had such a huge impact on me. Like, of course, my technical teacher, Miss Massaro and Miss Salisbury, and my science teachers like Miss Thomas, of course, were very influential on me in like my professional development, I feel like.
Good. I definitely feel like the opportunities, like the amount of different clubs in Tech, different ways to express yourself and find out who you are. And I've become a completely different person than I was freshman year because of all those different types of clubs, so definitely.
I think I'll have to second her with the clubs. I feel like being with SGA and stuff, it's been one of the most eventful things, and being involved with the school, knowing a lot that goes on behind the scenes, that's been one of my favorite things.
Okay. So here's a question for you. So you've been here for a number of years, and obviously our staff tries to work hard and do the best possible work we can for each of you, the school, everyone who supports what we do here. But here's a real a question for you. What could we do better? What could we do better for the students who are going to be coming behind you next year, the year after that, and the year after that? Are there suggestions that you'd like to make for ways in which you think that Tech could even be a better place?
I believe that Tech is just going to expand from here. I believe here at Tech is a lot of great opportunities for a lot of their students. So if anything, I don't really think it's anything to improve, just in a sense expanding and just taking from what the last class did, and just expanding and seeing what upcoming students would be interested in. So
yeah, bouncing off of the students themselves, for sure, amplifying their voices.
Yeah, when you come here, one of the things, and we talked about at the last podcast, was helping you as a group of new students coming from a variety of places to get to know each other as soon as possible, get to know each other, start that teamwork, camaraderie, going through trials, tribulations, and other things, and also being aware of that and trying to help students. We're trying something new this year with the Raven Academy. We think that's going to be beneficial for the 8th graders who will be coming here as 9th graders again next year. Why don't we go right down the line and talk about what do you see as your immediate future plans in terms of what you'd like to do? Alston, what are your plans?
Immediately after high school, I want to go into college in the August, hopefully at Morgan State University, and I want to major in nursing.
Okay, great.
I am going down a similar path. I want to go to, I want to get a degree in biochemistry, but I ultimately want to go to medical school. So, yeah, and I want to pursue medical oncology. That's what I'm set on at the moment.
It's exciting.
Well, for me, I plan on continuing with my passion of music. I plan to pursue a degree in music education specifically, and I hope to shout out Miss Rose, be just like her.
So this year I'm going to take a gap year to hopefully focus on cosmetology, definitely work in a salon, and then after that go back to college for business to hopefully help me own my own salon one day after learning some experience in the salon.
My plans for after high school, I do plan on going to college, maybe Del Tech or DSU just to start off, maybe transfer somewhere else. I do want to continue my passion for hair as well, you know, during the summertime, just kind of perfecting my craft, maybe get into a salon and, you know, go to school and major for business and see where that takes me. So, yeah.
You all have exciting opportunities and options in front of you along the way. It might not hurt at some point in time where we have an alumni show and we sit down and we talk about, you know, how did it work out and where does it go? Life changes and life moves and goes from that perspective. I can see each of you in your professions. You have a great voice and a great for music, and you know there's going to be a lot of opportunities for all of you in terms of the direction. I don't think there's a bad path, but there's some opportunities here. Do you think Tech prepared you to take the next step for your future in terms of where you're going? We're going to find out, right?
Yeah.
You know, when you go there, but do you feel ready? Do you feel, I'm sure there's a degree of nervousness, but do you feel ready to take on that next challenge?
Yeah.
I am ready. I feel like I am a little bit nervous, like you said, because it is a whole different chapter in an entirely different environment. However, with the amount of college classes and stuff that I took and the workload, I feel like I'm prepared for college and what the workload would be like. I feel like with my English teacher, shout out Dr. Feliciani, because she helped me learn how to write essays, because I could not write an essay for nothing, and she really helped me, and we did it so often and back to back to back, and that's what they say college is like. It's just essays, and they said, and we did it, so now I feel like I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I think also for me personally, like going into music education, that has nothing to do with cosmetology, but I still think it gave me life skills, if you know what I mean. And with choir, even though it's not like a main tech area, the class itself and Miss Rose, she's really good at what she does, and she's the one who inspired me to go into music education, and I think she's helped me set realistic goals, so I think I'm definitely feeling prepared for her.
Great.
I believe Tech really did prepare me, especially going in freshman year and then finding out our teacher was switching. I didn't know what to expect, but I probably couldn't have asked for a better Cosmo teacher than Miss Morris. She definitely has always been there. She's always there for us, and she's so good at what she does and how she teaches us. And she makes sure that every day is a good day in her class. And like, I don't feel any more prepared than I think I can with her.
Other thoughts? Anybody?
I believe I am prepared. Of course, there's some sense of nervousness. My senior year has been a little heavy for me, just dealing with personal life and school, just juggling those things. So I feel as though like that aspect of things, I'll be good at, because I have already experienced something like so heavy and hardship, like a lot of hardship during my senior year. So as far as that, I feel like I'm pretty prepared. And Miss Morris is there for us inside of school, outside of school. So I am very appreciative to have a teacher like her and Miss Knox, because Miss Knox has really been there as far as like personal things as well. So
That's great.
so it's good to have a support system when you are developing as a person. So
I think it's always a mark of a good school when you have those relationships. I mean, there's that professional relationship regarding instruction and the work that needs to be done. Then there's always that personal side that comes in that helps. Teachers are human beings and staff members are human beings, and you know, they may have had their own challenges and have a degree of empathy for where you're going. We absolutely try to hire the best to help our students do a great job along the way. So let's talk about graduation outside. How do you feel about that? I mean, it's you're going to be christening a brand new facility here. There'll be probably a couple thousand people out and about, and exciting. You're going to be walking across the stage, up the ramp, down another, and back and forth. It's kind of like this intersection in life about where we're going. So how do you feel about it? Being outside, we're already trying to make sure the rain doesn't show up, and go from there. But tell me about outside. How do you feel about it?
Well, I'm very excited to graduate outside because I have a larger family, and having more tickets gives a lot more of my family members the opportunity to see me graduate. I'm especially excited for my grandmother to attend and for my older sister to attend, who she's a veterinary doctor, and she's just been a huge inspiration for me my whole life, and for her to be able to see me graduate is really important to me and my family.
When my brother went to high school, he ended up having to graduate inside the gym. It was very crowded and it was very hot. So I'm glad we have this space. Everybody will have a clear view of everything. Definitely a lot more than the gym. I definitely believe this is the better way to go.
So you know you're putting pressure on us now.
Yeah.
We'll get this figured out.
I wasn't trying to pick family members, I'll tell you that.
Right. Gets to be a hard decision, doesn't it, along the way? It truly does. Any other thoughts? Excited? Good? Yeah.
A little nervous, but...
A little nervous? Well, I can tell you that we're extremely proud of each of you and the work that you've done, and we're excited for your future, and once a Raven, always a Raven, and so you'll have to come back and tell us how you're doing, and maybe spend some time with our younger students and talk about some of those lessons that we learned along the way. So until next time, Tech, as always, we ask that you work hard, be safe, and take care of each other. Go Ravens!